Good evening and welcome, everyone, to MGE Halo 5 Summer League Squad vs. Squad SvS 2020. My name is Mr. Snow. I am joined here by my good friend and colleague, Shinku Ukami. We will be your eyes in the sky, your informants on the ground for this evening's series between Equinox and Rain. Let's get some hype in the chat, everybody. Let's go. SvS season starting now.
Let's get it.
Woo! So this is the first series of an 8-week-long season. We've got 6 teams, each stacked with 6 of our best players on each team from MGE competing in this regular season to position themselves well for the playoffs, in which they'll have the opportunity to take home part of a $1,500 prize pool. So each week we're going to be casting as many of these as possible on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, day, evening, nights. Best of 5s. And then, of course, we'll obviously be casting the playoffs when those happen. So stick around for that when that comes back. Yeah, so follow us on Twitter, Instagram. Stay tuned here on Twitch and Mixer so you don't want to miss any of that awesome action. We've seen some already amazing play by these teams that were just formed about a month ago, I think, with the draft. So I'm sure that they've been practicing a whole bunch, getting a chance to work in all that stuff. To work out all their kinks and, give us some awesome games to watch. If you are unfamiliar with MGE, which I know most of you are, but there are plenty more out there we can still bring into our team here. We are an all-inclusive gaming organization dedicated not only to bringing you awesome, cool content like this competitively, but also just get you involved in the action. So whether you play Halo or Apex, Minecraft, StarCraft, GTA, COD, there's a whole list of games here. Whether you play those, any of those, come join our community. Whether you're casual or sweaty or looking to just make some friends and play these games, come join us. It's super, super fun, all inclusive. It's a great community to be a part of. And as always with that, we have some amazing people who all the time contribute. So, a big shout out to our Gods of Gaming who are able to contribute financially to help this organization grow. And we're in a huge stage right now of growth where we're trying to push more out to get people more involved and have people pursue their passions and bring gaming to more and more of the community at large and our members who are a part. So thank you guys so much. You've been a huge help so far, and this is just the beginning. So and with that, let's just turn it off right now. Shink, we've got some Fail Fridays and Play Saturdays, and I just had a chance to watch them now, and they're pretty good. I like them. So
all right, I'd have to look forward to seeing them.
This first one.
What have you guys coming up first?
This is a 2-parter. Get ready for this.
Oh man. You got stuck in the lava.
Second lava, right? So first one. So that was brought to you by Night there. Now. From Blooming Nerd's point of view.
Doesn't that character have a zip line he could use to get out of there?
No, that one doesn't. No, that doesn't.
Okay, for a second there, it looked like the robot dude that does.
He was the newest one.
I didn't get a good look at who it was. Okay.
Yeah, no, it was good. So thank you guys so much for submitting those. Those are great. I had a little laugh. I wonder what was going on during that game, But all right.
Yeah, definitely. Why did he get kicked off of there?
You guys just dicking around. All right. All right, now for the play, which was an awesome play. This is brought to us by Workable, dude, as always with that Apex work.
Ring's not close. Hustle up.
He's so crazy, you might want to turn the volume up.
Reloading.
Turn my volume up like that. Speak up. Clean work by Workable there.
Man, definitely. Great movement and rotation.
Yeah, just played those angles well. Knew exactly where the enemy was. cool, calm, collected. That's something in Apex, when I compare it to Halo's a little bit quicker sometimes, or like there's obviously the mechanics are different. So like see somebody like really rock the mechanics well is always exciting. So yeah, thank you guys for submitting those. We'll be seeing the screenshot tomorrow, and we'll replay them during tomorrow's stream. Always good, always exciting. So last little bit of housekeeping before we get to these matches, which we're about 4 minutes away. Hopefully Dark Reaper's getting this game set up pretty soon, is of course our sponsors. So first one being Rogue Grips. I talk about it quite a little bit. Little grippies, silicone things for your controllers. Give them a little bit of spice. Or if they're broken, and in which case mine are right now, and it's hard to get new controllers. Like it's hard to get any equipment right now during this
it is.
COVID thing. So these are nice, come in all sorts of different colors, relatively affordable, but at the same time, use the code MGE, save 25%. We get a little bit of kickback from it. Plus, with every purchase, the organization MGE gets more to be able to give away. So if you're, thinking of wanting to support us a little bit and you need some new grippies for your controllers, whether for aesthetics or functional use, consider giving them a shot. And the next is
pretty much the big one. Then we got coming in. We got our Rogue Energy. This one right here is your energy supplement drink to get you through those long gaming sessions. Comes in a variety of flavors and everything. I'm actually just about to send in an order of mine right now for some watermelon. Can't wait for it to get here. You can get a cool Rogue Energy shaker as well. Like I said, all kind of different flavors, different sizes, and everything for whatever your tastes are. Great company, great product, and just as you see there on the screen, use code MGE to save 10% on your overall order. Help support us as well to always be bringing you guys way more and better content. They have a great customer satisfaction rating on there, so you're in with a good company who's going to get you what you ordered in a timely manner. So go check them out. Use code MGE. Save that money on the product there. Help support us, and that's pretty much it.
That's it, man. Yeah, that's awesome. I agree wholeheartedly. I'm like, it's funny. I just was away in Maine for a couple weeks painting, and I was getting terrible sleep, and so because it was like a new place or whatever, and I definitely was like struggling to get through the day. And I thought of Rogue. I was like, I really should just try that out because I've never really used any stuff like that before. But I don't know. I could definitely use a kick. Like I hit that 3 o'clock. It's that typical like that 3 o'clock hour comes around. Like I need a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
That 2:33 o'clock area. So with that, the fatigue just likes to slam people all the time. I get that every day at work.
Oh, dude,
when that time comes, and I just don't want to get back out of my truck to do another lawn. I'm just like, you know what? No.
Yeah. Oh, that's too bad, Onyx. Yeah, some supplements and some things work for some people and they don't for others. Some people can have like so much caffeine and it just does nothing to them. Me,
actually, it takes a lot to do anything with me. Like I could drink sodas and stuff all day, don't do nothing.
Oh wow!
It just keeps the caffeine headache away, pretty much. If I don't have any, I get a headache real bad.
That's tough.
I also a lot of times just drink that stuff because it tastes really good.
That's another valid reason. Like if you're looking for like you need a little bit of pep and you're like, I don't want to, I don't want to have coffee all the time anymore. Maybe you're trying to wean yourself off it for whatever reason. Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. So just drink it for the flavor.
Hell yeah. All right. Now, one thing I want to introduce, and you haven't seen this yet, Shink, either. I'm excited.
Oh?
I'm excited because this is Noisy Boy, put these together for us. And we're hoping to be able to do some more in-depth analysis here through the course of this 8-week-long season. Yeah, so we've got
I'm excited to see them.
Starting off with Team Equinox.
Player cards,
baby. Yeah. So right now,
you guys follow our players just that much more now and stuff. You can see their stats here going across for the teams. Man, that's awesome. That looks really nice. Good job, Noisy.
They're awesome, dude. They're super great. Right now, we've just got the stats here from various like team arenas or whatever the people have. But once the season starts and we get all the info from, like, say, this first weekend, we're going to update all these for just SvS and keep track of things that way. So hopefully, you know, within the next week, we're going to be like compiling some data and figuring out the best way to do that. That being said, again, I know Leon Oxide has showed interest. If anyone else has showed interest in like diving into data at all, and this is of interest to you, or whether it's your teams and captains want to do a little bit of analysis in that way, you know, we'll make this information available to you, and we'll, you know, brainstorm and figure out like what are some cool things we can do with it. So I'm excited for this kind of thing. This is like up my alley for sure when it comes to diving deeper into Halo in general. And so I love this idea to be able to look at this stuff.
So the one thing that's sticking out to me right now is Viral Nihilis's player card right there, a 5.1 KDA, 9.2 kills per game on average. Or 9.7, sorry, excuse me.
Yeah.
0.5 off.
Pretty
That makes a
stellar
difference.
stats. Yeah, exactly.
Like, wow. He's definitely going to be a powerhouse in that team to really watch out for. And I'd like to definitely see how Rain's going to combat him right there. You know, who's probably going to be the one in their team to look out for. I mean, not to hate on any of the other stats of the other players here on Equinox. They're all super great players. That one just stood out for me. I don't think I've seen a KDA that high in a long time, especially on Halo. So
yeah, it's pretty. You're right. It's very impressive.
A positive 5.1.
It's pretty
Jesus.
good. It's pretty good. You're right. You're
let's get over here to Rain and see what they're working with. What do we got over there?
All right, Rain starting off with Trig, Chili's, Alpha, and Shatsy. Again, look at these solid KDAs.
All right. I do notice on this one we have 3 players definitely all in the positive KDAs on there, so definitely know how to stay alive and keep their kills up, deaths down kind of thing going on. Equinox had a few more that were in the negative, but yeah, I'm definitely excited to see all these right here.
Yeah, and what's cool about, like, obviously SvS, like, these stats are just pulled from Halo matchmaking. You know, you have off nights, you have good nights. You're kind of like, you know, grinding for all better sense too when you're doing it. So, like, once SvS gets started and we are tracking just the games that happen between, you know, all of these teams, we'll definitely get a better sense for like, ooh, who's been feeling hot lately, like how are they doing, like what's consistently looking like. And yeah, it'll be fun just to see where players' strengths and weaknesses and how they perform over the course of the next 8 weeks.
All right, and yeah, wow. I just saw, sorry, I got a little bit distracted there. My daughter came in. That accuracy there by Shotzi. I saw your comment down in there, boss. With the highest accuracy in the lead is 62. Looks like you got some competition there, Hunden, if you're watching for the like top accuracy, man. I know you got some good accuracy, but dang. So Shotzi definitely going to be hitting his shots a lot. So I don't remember what I saw for Viral Nihilis's on his accuracy there, but that's okay. No need to switch back. So I'm definitely going to curious to see how his KDA over there, that definitely staying alive and keeping his deaths way down with Viral, stacks up against Shotzi's accuracy, hitting those shots. Is he going to be able to keep his life against those bullets or no?
Oh yeah, exactly. We'll be staying tuned to these guys for sure, and again seeing how this plays out for this first game of the season. Lunar versus Solar, Equinox versus Rain.
Oh yeah.
Our first game here, Cryptic King of the Hill. Looks like Dark Reaper. Thank you so much for stepping in here and getting the game set up and hosting these lobbies. Looks like we got to get you in here, Shink.
Yep. I was kind of waiting on an invite. I didn't know if I'd be getting one or not. It says unable to connect for me. I need one.
Okay. I just sent you. There you go. You got it. Nice.
And I'm in. Cool.
Nice. Good.
All right, looks like we're just waiting on one player to switch over here.
Yeah, let me make sure. Let's see. Make sure play is set up.
Looks like Freckled Hawk needs to go to blue if Halo will let him.
Lobby. Yeah.
Oh.
I got a new mic stand right now. I'll send a picture in the Discord later.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Dude, it's so great. I know somebody was mentioning earlier that I sounded a little soft, so I might have to not sure why exactly. I might just have to tweak with some levels, or like how close it is to my face, but I have it pretty close to my face. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, actually, I just got my tax return check in, so I should be going to get me a interface, a good audio interface here soon. Everything, I'll start being able to use my
Hey.
condenser mic,
Yes, good dude.
so won't be so distorted or anything coming from these broken headphones. Literally, it's a kind of a broken set of earbuds from Brookshire's with a microphone on it. The plastic casing around the microphone is broke off, and just the microphone is left attached. It still works, so hey, I use it.
Dude, that's like literally the story. I was just talking to a buddy of mine who I play some Halo with, and we play pretty like probably once a week, like in a game night type of situation. He's sending us a picture of his setup. He's got computer and Xbox. You know, he's a big gamer, and he like built his own desk, and he's got like pieces of plywood. He's literally using an old desk over the top of his new one. It's so, you know, you work with what you got. You know what I mean? It's just sort of like you're like, yeah, you know, like I see all these, you know, like cool gaming setups, you know, on Instagram and stuff, and I think, oh man, that would be so nice. At the same time, I kind of like my little janky setup here. You know, everything's supported by speakers.
Thank you for the follow, man. Appreciate that. Sorry, not trying to cut you off. I just saw that in the chat.
No, you're good, man. As always, thank you, Turtle, for sure. Stay tuned for some awesome games over the course of the next 8 weeks. We'll have them for you here on the weekends, and hopefully some more content too coming to you during the middle of the week. So this should be a much more active broadcasting session.
Yeah. I mean, you talk about setups and stuff like that, kind of janky and everything. Like, I'm literally in a closet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
With my desk takes up about half the width of the closet here. I can barely get my chair in and out to turn and get up and out of here to go get a drink or anything, and then come back and have to squeeze and orchestrate my way back in. It's tough to get back in my spot, but hey, you know, it works. Good sound dampening in here and everything. I can set up my background how I want, and
that's nice, dude. You get the background, and you got the sound dampening, which is key as well. I imagine it does get hot in there, so that's like a little bit of a downside.
Yes, it does. I got a fan right here, but if at any point I close the door, even having the fan on, it does nothing. I start sweating buckets, so I got to leave it cracked all the time, and so yeah, it just it can get pretty warm, but it's all right. I don't stay out. I try not to be in here for too long periods and stuff like that to where it's going to cause anything, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how this summer starts out. I know, like, the last stream I had some issues because I'm pretty sure it was the heat related. It was, like, hot. My computer, like, froze up. Thankfully, it's a bit cooler today. It snowed in Boston, Massachusetts today for a minute. Yep. It's it's May 9th, and it snowed. Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do something about our AC system this summer. Like, it already froze over on us and stuff like that, so I had to turn it off a little while ago. We got to leave it sitting basically for like the rest of the night, just about to thaw out and be ready to go again. Gotcha. So I don't know what we're going to do with that.
Yeah. Hey, I want to pull up real quick here. So the schedule for the 8 weeks I've pulled up just to take a quick look at what Equinox will be looking at. So this first game here, they will be blue team. They will be the away. They are the home team, against Rain. And this is the only time they're going to play Rain. So Rain and Equinox, this is the first time they'll play each other. Again, there's 6 teams, so there's not a chance for you to play everybody a bunch. So we've got Rain, and then we've got Nova next week. Lunatic Fringe following, then Crazed, then Mind. So like playing everybody. And then we're going to start to see the repeats again. So we'll see Nova, Lunatic, and Mind Boggling for that second best. So those are going to be interesting to see sort of like how the matchups go. There'll be good comparisons to be like, okay, how did they play against Nova in the previous game and how they've been playing lately? You know, do you think that they stand a chance to take some games they didn't take before or what have you? So interesting.
Definitely got to see what they learned from their last games and everything about the individual players, their rotations, their decision-making skills. What they prioritize on the map, whether it's a power up or the power weapon, do they prioritize more and things like that. So, yeah, like you said, it's definitely going to be interesting to see how those games go whenever they meet for the second time and everything. And you said this is the only time they're going to be playing Rain, correct?
This will be the only time that they're playing Rain, I believe. Yeah.
All right. Unless they meet together in like the finals or something like that. So
exactly.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. Except just in the regular season here. So So yeah, it'll be very cool to see.
Sorry about any kind of delay right now, folks. We're just waiting on a couple players or something like that to get whatever they need together so they can get to their respective team. So right now we're kind of just trying to fill the void and kill the time with a little bit of conversation and little insight to different things. Like my closet desk setup and the schedule for the 8 weeks here for Equinox at least. So there's different things.
It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. Like the games that we've casted, I've been casting now here for what, 2 months, maybe a month. I don't know. I've got a handful of games under my belt, and I've had a chance now to really like watch Halo in true fashion. I haven't really done that in a while since the typical HCS. All the pros were playing, right? And there are some awesome games. So if anyone's here in the chat, waiting for these games to start, wondering what kind of like level of play we're going to be seeing here, we've got a range of skills, right? Each one of our teams has to have a different rank on it, like an internal rank that we have.
One of each rank, I believe.
Yeah, exactly. So from Trident all the way down to Ghost, and again, we don't want to put sort of the any weight on those necessarily, because each one of those players like fulfills a certain role in a team and they have their own strengths and weaknesses. Obviously the Tridents tend to be better than the Ghosts, but really what we do here is we put together a team that has to have some combination of those that's set each week, half by the league, and then the other half that the home team gets to decide, and the home team also gets to decide what maps are being played, right? So there's an element of strategy here, like within your captains and within your team building, to sort of like build up this squad that's going to be really, really good with all the different various skill level players that you have. So that's what's been so exciting to watch in the past couple of months, is to see teams like this be put together and then have them play against one another. And we're getting Slayers that go down 50-48. We're getting Strongholds that go, 200, 199. Like, they're so close. Like, the last games that we casted in the Battlefields 2v2 and 4v4, like, they were super close. And they all went to the best of sevens. So, like, I'm super stoked for all these games we're playing. I'm super stoked for all these players. Looks like we're just about ready to get kicked off. We'll leave it to Reaper.
Freckle had some issues switching teams there, so we had to get all that worked out.
Gotcha. Yep. I heard about that from Dragon. I was meant to relay that over, but hopefully we're good to go pretty soon. First game, Cryptic, King of the Hill.
Yep. So we've seen this game type of quite a few times, just in our previous streams, our tournaments and things that we've had recently. Our battlegrounds that we had, we've seen this map come up a couple times here, so definitely going to see how these teams have adapted to practice on this map with these settings. Remember, MGL settings are different from your typical HCS settings. We have certain things that are, like I said, that are different, like the no ground pound on there stuff, the power weapon ammo and stuff is a little bit tweaked, one grenade, no radars, different things, little things like that and everything that make a huge difference, believe it or not. So and you never really saw a King of the Hill in any of the HCS during Halo 5. So it's definitely been a learning curve for most of these players, myself included, on a couple of game nights playing King of the Hill. I'm like, what is this on Halo 5?
Exactly. And especially a map like this too, not really seen in there. So getting kicked off here, you spoke a little bit about Viral here. I want to kick things off with him as he goes into bottom fighting for this overshield.
Yep, he's one shot right now. Looks like he's going to be forced to back down. He was fighting Trig there for a second.
Yeah, and looks like his whole team got wiped out right there. So now he's left alone here, rotated out a little too soon. He goes back.
Smart move by him to get out of that situation there. Looks like red team's got the overshield as well, so they get the first power up and first time in the hill. Looks like he's not going to be able to dodge shots. These bullets are coming in with that accuracy to take a little bit of a stab at that KDA of Viral.
Yeah, and Viral's doing a great job here, just like zoning this out. Complete control of that room. King of the Hill here, every minute on the minute, the hill will move to a different location. So the strategy...
got 8 seconds left.
Yes. The strategy of the players of when to rotate to the next one is important. We see on board here with Shotzi now, put some nice shots into Dragon as that hill now moves.
Trying to help his teammate there. He's getting shot in the back. He's going to be taken down there by Viral. So Viral's returning the favor. Say, nah, you ain't going to dip my KDA none. I get to make comments like that now that we know their stats from the player card.
Exactly. Exactly. All right, now we finally see blue team here on the board.
Yep. I mean, blue team could potentially be doing a strategy we saw in the battlegrounds actually in our 4v4, where one team elected to basically just get slays and try and keep the enemy team out of that first hill in that main really open room there, and just prioritize getting points in the last 2 hills. And it worked out for them in the long run. They ended up winning the game. It was a slim margin of the win, but they did end up winning because they had so much control on the other 2 hills. So that's what blue team may be doing here.
Yeah, very true. Very true. It does go all the way to 200, so this game is farther than over now, just as we hit the 10-minute mark, and that hill moves one more time. 2 players now down for red team. As on board here with Alpha, fighting with Viral here. Both are one shot. Both like to kind of back down.
Viral just hit that teleporter. Looks like blue team is going to be able to get that overshield this time, and Dragon does secure that. So blue team already controlling these last 2 hills here, just like I was talking about, and now they've already closed the gap and now taken the lead in this game. So we got our first lead change of the game.
Yeah, huge there, and that's exactly sort of the way hill plays out. Is that you get a chance to really get big swings one way or the other. Yeah, what a takedown there with the overshot.
Dragon
right?
got green gunned.
He did.
It's a very powerful weapon to have in the hands of your team whenever the enemy has that overshield. You want to get that green gun so you can do. It's the biggest counter really to that overshield, except for a back smack, of course. The back smack is going to take you out whether you have overshield or not.
Right. Right, which is much more likely in this game type. Again, no radar.
Oh yeah. I'm on board with Alpha over here, just seeing where he's looking at. Blue team trying to get in that hill a little bit, but Red's going to be able to keep them out of it, get their lead back. So we got another lead change here.
Yeah, and both
Red's just elected to try and get all 3 hills. Just points every time.
I mean, hey, you know, that's the name of the game. Looks like a lot of teams here trading out, 2 for 2, 1 for 1 here. No real team taking a huge advantage, but obviously
Great shots by Viral.
switch on board here back to Dragon. Putting in good shots as Viral cleans up his kill on Chili's. Look at this. He's rotating now underneath to try and get a jump on that next one.
Want to get Shotzi.
But does not, exactly.
Or sorry, Alpha. Sorry, his service tag said shot on it. No, like, that confused me.
Well, shot is Shotzi.
Kill feed said the dragon was killed by Alpha.
Oh, interesting. I think both players were right there, actually. That's probably why.
Okay, I see the service tag now. Shot, Alpha, Trig. Okay, yeah, they changed it to make it easier to identify them. Okay, that was my bad, everybody.
Good shots by Shotzi there, putting in top to help Trig clear that out. And the control of this room is really nice. You can see they're just blocking off the entrances, calling out where those players are. Nice nade again, and a good wingman by Shotzi. Just holding down this hill, putting in good shots to help his team as they control this room. And they're on a huge, huge spree here.
I don't know who that was that Kirk was shooting at just then, but he got 4 shots on the guy, taking him down to 1 shot. That guy somehow managed to stay alive and get a kill on the enemy instead of being taken out while he was 1 shot at point blank range. I don't know how that happened.
I believe it was Shotzi who 5'd him, yeah. And now look at this. They've rotated now into this next room. Very close-knit. All the players from red team are inside that room as now Shotzi moves away. He's going to go on board here with Trig as he gets a nice little beat down. He's in the hill here.
Yep. Over a 70-point lead right now. Everything, which on a King of the Hill game is actually not that big of a great margin there, because in one swing of events the enemy can come back and get just that many points themselves. So you definitely want to just keep those points racking up to increase that lead, just make it that much harder. Right now, Red is just having such dominant control over this hill. Like, I honestly don't really see how Blue's going to maintain and come back from this right now.
Well,
It's not going to be an easy one.
what they've got to do, is push together and take good angles. It's always tough, and I think exactly as they're doing now is that they need to just wait for that next hill and set up in that next room extra early. Though, as you said, it's 162 to 68 now in this game to 200. Just under 3 minutes left to go as Dragon dies to Shotzi's
Almost a
railgun.
100-point lead from Red Team right now.
Very doable, but they do have to play some really good zoning Halo here.
Oh, definitely. Overshield is up right now. Let's see which team is going to be able to secure that. It looks like Dragon's going to be able to. Or no, he's going to let his teammate take it. Viral with the overshield.
Go on board with him. He's now taking a charge here over at the teleporter.
Oh, yeah. Best KDA on the team right now. See how he's going to be able to put this to use. Overshield gets melted, and he's taken down by Chili. Great job by Chili right there to dodge those beatdowns coming in from Viral to stay alive and kill that Overshield player.
5 minutes remain.
On board now here with Chili as he rotates around the outside here. All of these blue members in there on that hill. Chili smartly backs down as he puts some good shots now. Elects to rotate around for a different angle.
Yep. Viral right there to cut him off, but Chili's going to deny him that trade of blow for blow, and then he gets the lucky headshot on there, and great pickup kill to help his teammate out. Nobody in the hill right now. Red, Chili's going to like to jump in there. Red scoring yet again. Are they going to keep Blue from even hitting 100 points on this one?
Possibly. I mean, they did some really good flanks right there. That was a great flank by Chili and a good pinch, by both teams. Whether or not the communication was there to call him out, he was able to sneak up on it because the attention was diverted otherwise.
Yep. Just such amazing, great team shots right now coming out of Red Team to just control the hills. Every hill they've had a great deal of control of and everything to be able to keep their players alive. Got to see. Yeah, the deaths are pretty good, or pretty high over there on Blue Team stuff as compared to Red Team. And there's a couple members on Red that have gone down quite a few times, but when you look at the deaths on both teams there, Blue has definitely died a lot more than the Red Team. And it's showing here in the scoreboard.
Yeah, confused a little bit. We were on with Freckled Hawk there. Not sure, he wasn't quite going in the room with the hill, so I'm not sure what his strategy was there. Ends up getting cleaned up after getting a couple of kills. But that's going to end game one for us. 200 to 121 in favor of
Rain?
Rain. Yes.
Okay. Making sure. And yes, Noisy, it was the first game of this series here. So great performance there out of Rain to take game number one in this. It's a best of 5, correct?
This is a best of 5, correct.
All right. So in this best of 5 series right there, Shotzi coming out there with the 23 kills, Chili 22, Alpha 21 on there. Just great shots. And look at the assists there for that whole team. 12, 11, 18, 12. That just shows you the amount of team fire they had. On there, everybody was just constantly shooting everybody.
It
pretty
certainly
much. So,
stands out. Yeah, exactly. Like, their communication was on point. They were controlling those rooms like so well there. Each sort of like really quite tight knit. So it was really nice to see. Looks like
they definitely practiced that map in game type.
Yeah. Yep.
No, not to take anything away from Equinox there. They played a hell of a game. They did fight very good on that. The assist, not so great over there, 9-5-6-8. So I'd like to definitely see a lot more team shot and not so much tight grouping and everything coming out of Equinox there, but a little bit tighter than they were doing there on Cryptic. Try and lay down more of those team shots there so they can get a little bit more control and play at their pace instead of having to be forced to play Rain's game like they just were. So definitely going to be interested to see how they're going to play this second game, what is our second game, by the way?
Our second game is Fathom CTF.
Yes. Favorite map and favorite mode on this map.
Every time. I love it.
Got to call that out every time it comes up, man. I love this map and game type. Like capture the flag is fun in general, but like just something about capture the flag on Fathom makes it that much better. So
Yep, it was just built
Definitely.
for it. We'll want to see. We've got railgun bottom mid, invis top mid. That control of middle, and you can run a flag really fast here. So I'm wondering to see if we're going to see any team with a strat,
about
an
7
opening
seconds
strat.
or so, you can run a flag from one end to the other. If your teammates are set up right, and you're unobstructed. You don't miss the flag. No fumbles. You don't miss a slide. You don't miss a boost jump. Like you can get in at about 6 or 7 seconds all the way across into your base and cap.
Exactly.
So
you get some nice momentum off the lifts. Off the ramps. So if you like are, especially if you're sprinting and you can like boost right, you can even fly to the base really really quickly if there's a good opportunity. So movement is huge here on this map. The high ground is going to be key. We're getting this kicked off, everybody. Game number 2.
Fathom capture the flag. A lot of things. One thing most people don't actually know of is if you catch right at that lip where the ramp plateaus out at the top of those little platforms, everything over there by the jump ups, the scuba jump and everything. If you get right on that line where the ramp and plateau meet, you throw the flag, it will skyrocket that flag all the way right in front of your porch.
Oh, yes.
Right in front of your window.
Yeah.
It's like a super throw. I don't know why. It's a glitch in the game, but
maybe it's intentional. I don't know. But
know.
But yeah, it's awesome. I've used that now since I think we learned that recently, at least from one of the MGE members. I forget who. Yeah, that's awesome.
Freckle missing that skill jump from that dip area up the top mid, and he pays the price as being the first one to go down.
He does, but then Shotzi jumps top mid to join his teammates, and he gets taken out very quickly as well. Red team now controlling that
camo,
top.
or did it get burned? I'm scrolling through right now. I don't see anybody looking like they got the camo. I think it might have gotten burned.
Yeah. Kirk here with this railgun, looking over the players. Ooh, but then he gets assassinated top mid. Dragon's there to help him out, though. This top mid area is what these players are fighting for right now. Try and get that map control.
It's definitely a powerful position up there in that top mid, because you can see just about the entire map from up there. You can give so much information to your teammates. And getting backsmacked up there, that just shows kind of what we were talking about for that last map right there. It's Equinox not being quite grouped up well enough to give the information that they need, getting caught off guard, and just the overall teamwork of range coming through right there to be able to take out and take control of that top mid for that time being.
Yeah.
So I know there was a lot of T's in that part.
Nice double there out of Nihilus as he stops that flag run, shoots the player bottom mid, who's able to be cleaned up by Dragon. He backs down, and that's a dead flag.
Equinox able to get that return. It is on MGL settings. It is not proximity return either. We do time return on here, so jumping onto the flag when it's down does nothing.
Correct.
It does not make it return any faster. You have to defend that flag until it's back. As well as there is no exposing the flag carrier. When you shoot it, you shoot the person with the flag, there is no exposure going on there. You have to just kill them.
Correct. I like those changes, to be honest. Oh, look at the nice little grab there. But now we've got a counter here.
That flag run alive.
Yeah, counter there by Shotzi, though. This looks like it could be a tough spot for Equinox. But still on with Viral here as he's protecting this flag against Shotzi. And they get that re.
Trig goes down with that railgun, and Kirk's able to pick it up, but no, he goes down right away also. So right now that railgun looks like it's kind of being a curse. Whoever's grabbing it is dropping.
Yeah.
Can Viral break this curse or no? He has a railgun now.
Dragon electing for sort of a sneaky grab here, and look at how fast he's flying across the map. He's got this under here, taking rain a little bit.
We just talked about, man. You got unobstructed view to run that flag. You can get it there quick, fast, in a hurry before anybody realizes what just happened.
And look at that, they get a flag cap in real quick and sneaky there.
Yep, great job by Viral right there to notice that his teammate went down with the flag over in blue base. He was having a hard time, so he just snuck in, got the couple kills outside the base. Jumped in that window, just put the flag in while he was getting shot. Elected to play the objective over trying to get that last kill inside the base.
Yeah.
Which puts them up 1-0 right now in this game.
2 down for each team, though. The pressure still being put on Equinox there as these red players are flying over here on with Trig now, who's up putting pressure on their engine. They don't know he's here.
The red team just desperately trying to get that counter cap going on there, so they just keep flying into blue, as you mentioned, and just dropping like flies. So they definitely need to slow it down just a little bit, get their setup back. Bring in that team shot that we saw them doing on Cryptic there. Great grenade out of Shotzi.
Yes,
and
he's
great
now able to
shot
grab
as
the
he
flag.
dropped off the top for that one bullet to take out that player for the double kill. Looks like Rain right now going to put in this flag cap right here, tie it back up 1-1. So there's that control we were talking about that they needed to be able to really run that flag, and they executed it perfect right there.
Exactly, and it looks like they're going for a second one. Chili going for a grab, but he's going to get killed quite just before he gets it. Equinoxes now take the position to pull the flag.
Shotzi running that flag bottom mid. Alpha's up top mid here, fighting two people. One drops off.
Yeah, and
He's going to go
Equinox.
down, but did he distract them enough?
Wow, but Dragon's now got this invis, and wrong with him is he picks up a double now, and that's most likely going to get them the cap, and it does, as that exchange has happened.
Equinox up now, 2-1. Dragon here with the camouflage.
Watches Alpha
Dragon's
commit
able to get
suicide
that.
trying to make that jump.
He's going to be spotted out by Chili, though. Can he get the kill? He's going to get the trade.
Nice trade by Chili there. It's always tough trying to get that invis player.
Definitely, because the aim assist against the camo player is actually reduced when they have the camouflage on them. So your reticle's not pulled into them as much as you would like it to. And if you've ever tried to aim on a controller with 0 aim assist, you turn it completely off, it's a lot harder than it sounds. You know, it takes a lot of adjusting to be able to finally do something like that.
Oh yeah,
effectively and consistently.
when I play against people on PC, and PC doesn't have aim assist, it's you can tell if you don't have it.
Definitely.
Kirk here trying to hold this top mid position just as he turns away, getting shot in the back now, and Rain takes top mid control. Alpha here with this railgun. Haven't seen too many people use it super effectively yet.
No, they've done a really great job of neutralizing each other with that. Great grenades coming out of Alpha to take down Viral over there trying to sneak in from that blue tree side. But yeah, they've been able to neutralize that railgun being put to use by anybody this whole game. So
there we go. And look at that. I love that rotation by Alpha, knowing that they're going to go ahead and spawn in that area. He picks up the double. He could potentially get the triple here. And he does.
who just went off with a triple kill?
Well, it was a delayed triple. It should have been a triple by Alpha. Great plays.
Ah, okay. The unofficial triple.
Non-official triple. But likewise, they still not able to get that cap.
Hawk keeps going for this skill jump right here. I'm not sure if he should keep trying to go for that jump like this many times in a game like this. Like if you miss it once, just leave it alone. You know, kind of go do something else, help out your teammates, you know, get the rotations and things. But the skill jumps aren't really going to make or break the game. It's you being there for your team to really get the team shots, get the flag pool, get things like that.
Yeah, I mean, those are the kind of things you got to grind that. You just got to grind it till it becomes natural. And that particular one, I've tried it so many times.
That's a very hard one.
And I can't do it, yeah. And, you know, some people find it easier than others and whatnot. But I agree with you. Sort of one of those things like, well, just go the long way around. Yes, it's a little bit slower, but... Shotzi now. Feels a little desperate here, pulling without really the support of his team. He quickly gets cleaned up.
They're down right now, 2-1. And Equinox pulling the flag, though. They got it all the way into their court right now. Hawk's going to be able to pick this up. Is he going to be able to run this in?
Having struggles with the juggling, but his team is there to support him, so he's going to get that flag cap.
Equinox going up 3-1 right now in this game. Are they going to be able to tie up this series 1-1?
Certainly looking that way, considering how they've been playing together. Nice close knit. They're all pushing the map together. Yeah.
Definitely been playing together a lot more than they did on Cryptic there, and that's what I like to see. I mean, they started kind of pushing a little bit individually in the beginning, but they've settled in. You know, they've got their footing going and stuff like that right now, and they've been pushing a lot better as a unit on this game, and it's showing right now in the scoreboard 3-1. Now, we still have 4 minutes of play left. That's plenty of time for a team like Rain to come back here and get these 2 flag caps to tie it up, and potentially 3 to take the lead and keeping Equinox at bay the entire time. It's not easy, but it's definitely possible at this caliber.
Yes, for sure. Trig and Shotzi taking top mid. Trig trying to stay alive here.
Red team right now with this control of the top mid, waiting on this new camo. They don't know the time on it. They're sitting up here just waiting for it. They finally get it. Shotzzy gets a hold of that camo right now.
That's good because
Accidentally gets shot by his teammate though. No! Dragon's gonna win that exchange and he goes down, but that is fine. That's a great trade right there because he eliminates the camo player. He had just picked that up too, so he had almost full camo to work with still. Then Dragon gonna be able to neutralize that threat for his team. So great job by him right there. Huge play.
Yep, very much so. Now I like what Rain's doing here. They're contesting top mid as much as possible. And you can see it's really frustrating Equinoxes now. They run and just sort of circumvent it, go right into the base. But they're playing hard defense now here. We've got Freckled Hawk and Tony there staying really close to their base here, making sure that Rain can't make a good push.
Kirk doing a great job at running that flag there, not just speeding through with it and everything, but kind of taking that couple of seconds to stall it for a second, you know, keep him guessing as to what he's going to do. He was able to get it to their porch. They're going to get the return, but I like that flag run. He saw where they were at, where Rain was at, and he elected to change up his route a little bit, not go the same way he was trying to go the first time.
Agreed.
So, good decision-making skills.
Yeah. Always run towards your team or not towards the enemy.
Yes.
And nicely done here, just sort of forcing this flag standoff there as, ooh, Chili gets taken out by Dragon, who's gonna try and defend this.
Looks like Chili had nobody there to help him defend. Dragon's going to get this return. He does. Is Equinox going to be able to capitalize on that and put it in for a capture? No, it's going to be a double return.
Wow.
Great job by Rain there to stop Equinox from going up again 4-1 in this game.
Oops, sorry, everybody.
What'd you do?
Just being a terrible observer right now.
Alpha gets a hold of this camo and the railgun. He's got the railgun and camo mix. He gets a kill with it on the flag carrier, at least to stop that run. But he instantly gets taken out and he gets spotted.
Yeah.
They got the touch! Equinox got the touch on that. Oh my god. That looked like it was returned.
Oh. Couple of missed throws there we've seen. I forget of which players, but right at the front of that door. No one's got top mid control now. 3 players of Reynald really trying to push this flag.
45 seconds to go. Right now, it's just a mad scramble to see who can either keep control of the enemy's flag to not let them score, get a cap of their own. It's just a mad dash to the finish line right now.
Nice
30
shots
seconds
out of
to
Freckled
go.
Hawk staying alive.
Equinox putting in another flag, 4-1. That's going to make it almost mathematically impossible for Rain to come back.
I believe that seals the deal.
Yep. They'd have to have somebody in the base to run the flag instantly, like right now, run it. And then again, run it.
Big relay
right
to
now,
be able to do it.
Definitely under time, mathematically impossible for them to run 2 flags in that amount of time to get it in there. So Equinox is going to tie this series up 1-1 as they take game number 2. Fathom captured a flag. So great performance out of both teams there. Great performance out of Equinox to show they have more than what they showed on Cryptic. That they could bring it.
That
they could take a game.
Was a totally different team in my opinion. Like they just played so well together. They stuck together super well. When they tried to take top mid control and they could, when they couldn't, they just like noticed that, went around and took the flag. Like their decision making process was really awesome throughout that whole game.
Definitely, you can actually tell looking at the kills and deaths here that they prioritized the objective play rather than the slaying and everything. Because if you look at the stats here, Red Team actually outslayed Equinox. Rain actually outslayed them. I mean, on the death side here, you got 23, 29, 21, and 26 coming out of Equinox. That's a lot of deaths. That's a lot of deaths. And only the 20, 15, 21, 23. So, I mean, they were still in the 20s for a few of them and everything. And then you had that one under 20 right there. I mean, there's a lot of death going around. But Equinox definitely died a little bit more. But that just shows also when you're in an objective game type, if you prioritize the objective just that little bit more than the slaying aspect of it, you know, you still have a really good chance of winning and taking the win on that game there.
It's all about the
Yeah.
objective. I mean, that's what makes this objective so much fun, right? Is that the slaying is a part of it, but like you can get completely like I again, and I say this meaning like now watching this game, I like know why Equinox won that game, and I actually couldn't have even told you without seeing this screen that they got outslayed, because it just like the flow and their decision making was really, really good. But I know from experience, when you play these games, you look at the stat score and you say, geez, on paper, we should have won this game. And that's what makes for awesome Halo, is that it's not just about those slates. It's about your decision making and that objective play.
Yep. I do think they probably could have done it a little bit more efficiently and probably got a little bit more kills if a certain player hadn't been trying to do a jump too many times. But it is what it is. They still got the dub on there and stuff. I think he needs to go back to the drawing board, practice that jump a little more before trying it in a big game like this. Oh, I know it's only the first game of the first week of the season, but it's still a big game regardless. That's just my opinion.
I agree. We'll see what happens. I'm sure he just, he noticed that he needed to get up there, and then he couldn't do it. But all right, now we're going into game number 3 here. Truth Bombard. So that was my mistake. I actually had this wrong in my setup, apparently. I thought it was Plaza. Guess not.
Alrighty, Bombard on Truth. Now this one right here is the bomb. You get to take the bomb into the enemy's base right there. You got to hold it, arm it, and get it to detonate. But with our settings here, kills count towards your score as well. But it is to 150 points. Ball gives you 20 points. Kills only give you 1 on there. So at some point in the game, you will see a team, more than likely anyways, once they hit a certain point on the board, they will start to get away from the ball and just like to finish the game with the kill. I've seen it multiple times being played on here. Teams doing that. So don't be surprised if you see that happen there. But it is more beneficial to get the ball in there, play that objective. You can win it just that much faster.
Yeah, and it's like you kind of forget the game can be really long. Wow, beautiful shots here out of Dragon as he's just attacking this base. Gets a nice little double kill. Looks like they're actually maybe in position to score this bomb here. Doesn't... because you can forget, if you forget about this objective, it can sneak up on you. And again, as we just saw in that game of Fathom CTF, slays are not everything.
No, they help. They definitely help a lot when you're trying to secure the objective. Give you that map control, makes it run just a little bit smoother at things. But the objective is the name of the game, and that's what you want to get. So red team right now with that ball up top mid, trying to push it into the blue base there, but blue doing a great job of defending.
Yep. I mean, they forced him now. Rain knows they forced Equinox down in this space. Alpha being crazily shot, but now, of course, their attention's drawn elsewhere. So Alpha gets to peek back out, put some more shots in. Their team is arming. It is really close to being armed.
Great double kill coming out of Shatsu right there up top mid.
A little bit of a late rotation there by Alpha to support that, but he was being zoned pretty well. Flies into the base to no success.
Shotzi backing off of that ball wisely, getting his shields back.
Yeah. Recognizing all those players in that place. Waits for his team to engage. Takes a different angle. Now he's got the ball. Jumping right in the middle of their base.
Yep. Good job throwing it up into the base there so he can get that clamber into the big window. And he gets it armed and off. Red team with the first score of the game for the ball. Going up 42, 14, 15 right now.
And that's 3 down there by Equinox as well. So red team still has an opportunity to take this map control again.
Mm-hmm.
I missed it. We missed Invis. That must have popped up at some point here.
Red team arming yet again. Getting another one off there. Damn, red team just really hitting that ball hard. And just trying to rack up as many caps as they can with that. Trying to make it impossible for Equinox to make a comeback. Already we have 70 to 18 and counting. Man.
Yeah, just such quick play, it seems.
Yeah, definitely one of the more objective-oriented bombard games that I've seen since we've started doing this one here and everything. A lot of the times we'll maybe get a ball cap, a counter ball cap, and then it goes back to slaying for like another 3 or 4 minutes. And then it's one ball cap, and then a counter ball cap, and then slaying for another like 3 or 4 minutes kind of thing. It's just so back and forth with all that. You know, seeing Rain right here just really prioritizing grabbing that ball, pushing it into the enemy base there, getting that map control, forcing blue to spawn where they want them to and everything, and just being able to get those caps. It's really nice to see.
Yeah, that was some nice little slaying out there by Dragon as we were following him along as his team is able to walk that ball and get their first cap of the game. Now 76-47, still led by Rain.
Yep, but now it's only about roughly a 30-point game as opposed to almost a 50, almost 60-point game right there. So that just shows how quickly those ball caps can close the gap as well. You know, if you're on the back foot there, you really want to get that stuff in there to bring yourself back into it. Trig right now though with the camo. See if he's gonna be able to put it to use and secure a ball for his team. Great 5 shots on a Dragon there. He's dropping down bottom card, gets his shields back. I like that he's not sprinting with the camo either. This camo right here is very finicky. You move just a little bit too fast or you fire some shots, it's gonna expose you. Right now he's playing this camo perfectly. Laying down shots, getting kills. Unfortunately, he is going to be taken down by Kirk right there, and they're going to stop that ball run. It's going to be reset up top mid this time.
Yeah, nice job out of Rain there, using that. Again, taking map control, slowly working their way. Not quite able to capitalize there, so nice job there by Equinox just keeping all that stuff alive, keeping themselves alive.
Regular Hawk trying to get a sneaky play in there, and he almost had it.
Yeah, he
did.
2
members of Red were just out over there. Out the car door though, able to spot him out, take him down before he gets. He got about halfway there, but halfway ain't all the way.
Yeah, and we're seeing real good slays here out of Rain. Just constantly, I'm seeing 2 and 3 dead by Equinox here.
Yep, definitely Hawk with the ball again, trying to get something going. But again, that map control you just talked about with Rain, they're just so their angles are just everywhere, so they're gonna shoot you from places you didn't know you could get shot from before you know what's even happening. So
yeah, and great recognition. You see all 4 members of Rain back there to defend when they say, hey, where's the ball?
Yeah, Rain just defending so good there as Equinox just floods into their base, get dropped one after another and like I think it's been a while since I've seen all 4 members of Equinox alive at the same time.
Yeah, it has been right now. 2 dead, 2 dead for each team.
I look over, I see it. What's going on here?
What's going on where? What?
I'm saying with every time I look over at Equinox, I see an X on the board.
Oh, I know. Yep.
Like,
well, they're 4 alive right now. Oh, then Viral goes down.
They were all alive for just a second. I mean, they were all alive just a minute ago for like maybe 10 seconds or so, and then I saw another X come up. Overkill coming out of Shotzi!
Oh, I missed it.
Turning in the shots, living up to his name. Jesus. He is putting in the work for his team right now. Shotzi with 28 kills already this game.
Jesus.
This man is here to work. He's here to play. But great defense out of Equinox, though. I got to give him that because even with Shotzi's overkill coming out right there, Rain was not able to secure a cap off of it. So it definitely shows a lot right there as did the objective and just awareness that Equinox had right there. So even though they all dropped, not let them get a score.
Yeah, exactly. And even like, you know, just following Shotzi again after missing that overkill. His movement is just amazing in his decision making in terms of like.
Oh, I saw the overkill. I was on his POV. I saw that shit.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry.
I'm not streaming right now, actually, to be able to have the recording of it. I didn't think about that.
No, that's all right. Yeah, hopefully the stream's coming through for everybody okay.
Great 5 shots coming out of Trig there.
Still on board here with Shotzi, giving him a little love as he's going off this game. Perfect kills, double kills, left and right. Just running all over the map.
showing why he has such a high accuracy as he does. And he's able to secure that camo, but can he get away with it though? Kirk is all over him.
Ooh.
No, he's not able to.
Just barely,
Great
though.
job right there, though, man, with that dipsy doodle down there in the bottom pink area.
Just staying alive. But look here, we've got Equinox going in for this massive play, and they actually get it. Nice.
Ball incoming.
Still
to a
down.
20-point game.
Yeah, down still by 1 bombard score. It's only to 150, though, so they have to really make sure that they mind their deaths here as really...
Maybe 20 points, but like you said, it's 1 bomb score.
Right.
They should detonate that bomb 1 time, and it's a tie game again, just about. So, it's still anybody's game. Don't count either team out of this yet, ladies and gentlemen.
The slays are pretty even.
Let's just get some hype in the chat right there, guys, for these two teams putting on a hell of a show right now for all of us, really. Everybody just putting in work today, showing why they're up here playing in our Squad v Squad season. Viral does secure that double kill. No triple kill, but he is putting in a lot of shots, a lot of damage.
Yeah, nice job by Trig there, staying alive on range, just backing down, taking cover underneath P to put shots on that player pushing towards their base.
Sorry if I go silent for a minute, everybody. My wife just brought me a chocolate milkshake from Sonic, so.
Oh, you gotta drink that. Come on.
And yeah, who is which team again on here? We got Rain and Equinox. Rain is
red.
Rain is solar?
Yes.
No, which one's solar? Which one's lunar?
Equinox is lunar. Yes, rain and solar. Yep.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Make sure I got that.
Yes, noisy. So yeah, solar gods came out to play today. That is for sure. Certainly their game type.
That's
Or
right.
their
Weren't you
map
on the
here.
original Solar, Noisy, when we first ever started Lunar and Solar? And they right there put in that last ball cap to secure the victory right there, going up in the series 2-1 now, going into a game number 4. Already going into a game number 4, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see if we're going to take all the way to game 5.
So yeah, taking a look at the stats right here.
Yep. I'm sure you still are, Noisy, and everything. I just was making sure I remembered right and everything. We used to go back and forth so much back in the day, like Lunar and Solar, who was better. Little jabs at everybody, each other, and stuff like that, man. So, yeah. But all right, yep, like you said, we're going to take a look at the stats here.
What stands out to me here is the goal defenses out of Rain. Every time that they didn't know where the ball was and it ended up being close in their base, you saw all the flares flood back to their base and kill all of Equinox before then taking that ball out of there and then retaking map control.
Definitely. When in doubt, get back to your base and defend for a minute. Get your bearings and then push back out. They did a phenomenal job of that. Like as you said, looking at the goal defenses there, was that 7 goal defenses by Rain, as opposed to the only 3 there by Equinox.
Right.
I mean, they did a lot of defending outside of their base, outside of their goal, away from it and everything, which wouldn't have given them a goal defense. But anytime that really Rain got it into their base, they were capping it. I mean, they just flooded in so hard. And Shotzi going off with a 38 kills that game.
And the 4,500 damage
work.
and the 71.3 accuracy. Jesus, the man is a beast.
Dude.
Whew. Well, technically he's an anchor, but...
that just speaks for itself right there, man.
Really does.
So, yeah. Hey, Hundred, let's see you get that accuracy and that damage, dude.
Shoutouts.
Oh, man. So hell of a game played right there. Great job by Rain prioritizing that objective. They didn't do too great a job prioritizing the objective on Fathom, but they definitely brought it back here on this Bombard on Truth, man. They stuck it to Equinox, definitely. 150 to 118. Most of those kills, most of those points, excuse me, on Equinox came from the slays. Everything that they got. They got a couple caps, but yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Again. All right. Game number 4. Another one of our classic
Stronghold
maps here.
Plaza.
Yeah. Rain is winning. Yes, Diabolic. Up 2-1 in this best of 5s. Game number 1 of our SvS Summer League 2020.
Yep.
All right. Who do you want to start off with here on this game? Anyone in particular? Or should we look for who gets Overshield? Got Overshield. We got Sniper.
Look for see who gets Overshield and some of that, but I'd say before the Overshield, kind of go over to Alpha. I don't think we've gotten on him on stream a few times or quite as often, and he does a really great job of things.
I love it.
So if we can, let's try and start off with Alpha.
Let's do that.
All right. But this is strongholds right there, right here with MGL settings. You can score with just one stronghold being held as well. 2 of them, of course, you're going to be scoring more points faster than your enemy there. And if you're just trying to solo cap, it's going to take damn near the whole game for you to cap the thing by yourself. You want to have a teammate there with you. It'll cap it twice as fast, if not like 3 to 4 times as fast, having 2 or 3 more teammates in there with you.
Exactly.
So,
exactly. Highly prioritizing the teamwork here.
Yep. I believe the strongholds are also shrunk down just a little bit as big as they usually are. They're not as big for as much cover.
Are they small? They're smaller, huh? I thought they were like a little. So. Yeah, I think it might be different every map, but yeah.
I know on Eden they're a bit smaller because you can't hide in that cubby hole out there on outside blue.
I see.
Yeah, like most people like to do it, so that's you're fully exposed when you're in that one. I don't know if they're any smaller here on Plaza, but yeah. But anyways, back to the games. I'm over here with Kirk, who's in a fight with Alpha. He's gonna win that one. He's got a player right above him, and he's getting double teamed now. Gonna be taken down by Shotzi. Shotzi gonna be taken down by Viral. So just quick trade-offs there.
Yeah, this gives Equinox a chance to grab that bottom mid and start racking up more points than Rain. 200 to win here. You score points even with just 1.
Yep, I believe it's 2 points with 2 strongholds, 1 point with 1 stronghold, and 3 with 3. So basically 1 point per stronghold that you're going to be capping. And I don't really know the timing on that. It's like every 3 seconds or something like that that the points go up.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's a detail we'll have to get better informed at throughout the course of this season.
The amount of time is HCS, but I never really learned that amount of time on HCS either.
Mm-hmm.
I just grabbed the strongholds until the game was over. So
yeah, exactly. And look at this here, nice triple cap here out of Equinox. Nicely done, strongly coming back here after that loss on Truth, showing their prowess on Plaza.
And it looks like the Overshield might have gotten burned off of Shotzi there. It looked like he grabbed it and then it got melted. He didn't die, but the Overshield got melted, I believe.
You're 3 down here. All 4 down here now. Equinox jumping all bottom mid to clean up those players. Still on board here with Alpha, who just says, oh, we got to take something here. So he's in yard. Now picks up the green gun as he did at the beginning of the game last time. His team's there to support him, but he's not sure where the enemy's coming from. And Equinox is collapsing very hard.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like we're getting a lot of trade-offs on games here. Like Rain wins 1 game, Equinox win the next. Rain wins 1. Is Equinox going to win this one to tie the series up, take us to a game 5? Let us know what you guys think there in the chat, man. Give us your predictions as well. Do you think Equinox is going to bring this back, tie the series up? Or is Rain going to take it right here and now? Let me know. So we get back into the action here. Shotzi's in a fight in Plaza. You about to say something?
I was going to say, I think Equinox is going to take this one. Lunar all the way, baby. Let's go.
That's what I like to hear, man. I started in Lunar as well. That's where I like to go. So yeah, I would love to see them bring it back here. And right now they're doing a great job, 71-46. They do only have one stronghold right now though, so they're only scoring that 1 point as opposed to Reigns 2. But it's still be anybody's game. They can still take one more stronghold and get those 2 points going for themselves.
Exactly here. So 2 down for them. They're spawning over in yard. We're on here with Shotzi, who's trying to defend this bottom mid, which he does so with ease. We're going to switch over here and go into Kirk, who's now trying to take bottom mid. He puts out some nice shots on Trig, as now he's in bottom mid with his teammate, and they're able to take that and start racking up the double points again.
Yep. Now, I hadn't really been able to find anybody making use of the power-up on this map. I believe isn't it camo, actually, on Strongholds, not Overshield? And Overshield's on Slayer? Yeah, Shotzi has camo right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm looking for it.
Always
there we go.
Backwards mixed up. Because most of the maps have the same power-up, regardless of the game type on it. This map switches based on the game type.
Yeah. Which I like. It makes for some interesting games here. You got to play it a little bit differently. Shotzi's, though, then collapsed on by Equinox over Minnesota stairs.
Looks like Shotzi might be having a little bit of lag issues there.
Oh, really?
So, great trade there at the bottom with Nyril and Chili. However, Shotzi is going to be able to clean them up.
Oh, Trig in there for the D. He gets one, but his player's in there, and Equinox takes it. Nicely done there. Good play.
So, great temporary triple cap there by Rain. Or was it a triple cap or just the 2? No, I think it was just 2.
No, it was just the 2.
I'm getting caught up in looking at the players and watching that. I'm not watching to the bottom as to how many, who has how many.
Is all
I can't even get my words out now, man. I gotta stop for just a second and get my reset my tongue or something.
Yeah, dude. I know there's a lot going on, right? It's like, ooh, I want to pay attention to everything, but you only have so many eyes. Good fight here for bottom mid. Equinox sort of spawning over in the cafe area. Viral looks to take a different angle here as he catches Alpha out of position. But look at this, in bottom mid, all these Rain players. Viral now putting in a lot of shots. Hopefully his team's helping to help clean them up. Fighting again with Trig, double kick with Viral. Yeah, and Equinox is able to take that bottom mid again. Nicely done by them. And now here we have a triple cap here by Equinox.
Triple cap by Equinox. The second or third one of this game for them?
At least the second, yeah.
Yeah, they're doing a great job prioritizing all 3 of these strongholds there. Great trade by Viral and Shotzi.
Oh, yeah, good move there by him to stay alive during that whole time.
If you can't beat them, take them with you.
Always stay alive for, and it depends. Sometimes, there's an argument to be made for, well, I should die sooner so I can get back in the fight sooner if this is a lost fight. But most of the time, you want to stay alive as long as possible, put on as many shots as possible, make the enemy team really work for every kill that they get.
Oh yeah, and if nothing else, I'm going to do my damnedest to try to take you with me.
Exactly. And look at this. Double back smacks there out of Team Equinox. Freckled and then Dragon. Or somebody else, yeah. Shotzi defending the one base that they have. Game goes to 200. Currently, Equinox leading 146 to 103.
Great moves out of Alpha right there to stay alive and get those couple kills down there in the bottom hill.
Go back on board with him as he spawns. 2 dead for each team. Fighting over bottom mid here as Rain really wants the bottom mid. And that's the area you want to keep, right? Typically you don't want to be trying to hold yard and nest at the same time, right? Because they're so far apart, you can't really defend them. But if you hold bottom mid and one of the other ones, you have some good positioning, some good angles that can help support either
double
one.
out of Nihil. Viral Nihilist. That name gets me sometimes.
Ooh, I love that name too.
Every member of Rain was over there at Nest. Viral come in with the green gun, gets a new combo on one, takes out the other one who was weak, and his teammates come in to clean the rest of them up. And right away again, we have another triple cap coming out of Equinox here.
Rotating the map together, just catching players off guard. I feel like every time I'm on one of these guys, they're shooting somebody in the back, and that's always what you want to see as a player, right?
Yep. Chili has the camo now, though.
Let's go on
See if
board
he
with
can make
him.
use of it. He's up here S4. Trying to stay up high and stay out of the sight lines of players.
Yeah, and
He
he's trying
misses
to...
that jump. Goes all the way to the bottom. Straight back smack though onto Dragon. Not going to be able to keep it going though as he spotted out, taken down.
Yeah. Good job.
He did put in
Equinox
some good
sticking
work with that
together.
though.
He did.
Got some good shots in. Got some good rotations.
Go on board with Dragon here. Haven't seen him point of view all game.
Dragon's staying alive right now. Trying to get some sight lines as the player is able to clean up Trig over there, helping his teammate out. Just watching this plaza area as well as the rest of the map. This team's collapsing on Nest right there, and that's going to do it. Equinox going to take game number 4, tying the series up 2-2. We're going to a game 5, ladies and gentlemen, on our very first game of the season.
Man, it's like we planned this, you know? This is just awesome. Back
I don't
and
think you could have
forth.
planned it any better.
Seriously,
Like-
I know, dude. It's just like, this is, you know, we watched, like we said, we watched the battlegrounds with some of these teams the other times, all into best of 7s. This first game
Yep.
of our SvS season going to a best of 5. Amazing play out of both these teams. Let's take a look at these stats and break it down before we move on to our final game.
Yep. Main thing that I'm looking at right now here is the kills on the kill feed side. Definitely, actually, this time Equinox, not by a whole lot, but they did outslay Rain this time. It wasn't just them prioritizing the objective, playing the objective better. They played the objective just a little bit more efficiently, and they got more slays that time. So they're definitely showing that they can hang up there with the kills as well as Rain here. So it's definitely interesting to see going into the final game right here of the series. Are they going to be able to keep the slaying up, or is Rain going to be able to take them out with that side of it at least? So
yeah, definitely saw
Yeah.
their map movement and teamwork much better. Constantly sticking together in pairs, you know, rotating together, and like I just mentioned at the end of that game, really shooting players in the back a lot. So really catching them all off guard as often as possible.
definitely the team shot still though just that little bit more better in my opinion on the Rain side. I mean, look at the assists here: 13, 10, 10, 13 on the assists coming out of Rain, as opposed to just 9, 9, 11, and 9 with Equinox there. But that
Yeah,
also kind of
very
shows that
true.
Equinox is winning a lot of their individual fights as well. They're not needing their teammates to come in and clean up those kills. So
Right.
I mean, you
Right.
can look at it either way, but
Yeah, that's a
definitely
very-
both teams did a great job there.
Yeah, very good play. Very close game.
So and Equinox had 4 total controls that game,
Yeah,
4
and
triple caps,
that made a
as
difference
opposed to
there
the 1
too.
from Rain.
Because that's the only scenario in which you are racking up points and your opponents are not. Otherwise, you are constantly getting a little bit of points and keeping yourself in that game, even if you don't have the majority.
So great job right there by Equinox to prioritize those objectives, those strongholds, and be able to rotate them around the map properly to keep control of them long enough to get that 200 to 129 scoreline.
Yes, and now we're about to start our game number 5 in this Week 1, Series 1 SvS League. It is going to be
Classic game mode,
a classic, exactly.
Slayer.
Ooh.
Just straight carnage. Every kill counts. Let's see who's going to come out on top of the Slay game this time. I think this is the first Slayer of this series, isn't it?
It is the first Slayer, which I also love as well. Like a good, you know, seeing.
I love a
seeing-
good Slayer to end the series.
Love a good Slayer to end it
To
off.
close the Slayer.
Thank you guys all so much for tuning in today. I hope this has been a good experience, and stay with us as always for when we will cast more. Let's kick this off, Rig Slayer.
Yep. Yeah, definitely boss going based on prior performances and prior games right here. It looks like Rain would come out on top with the Slayer game here. They've been more on top of the Slays every game so far. I think that's the only one that I've seen where it was easy to tell that Equinox outslayed them. All the rest of the time, Rain was on top. So, based on that, yeah. But at the same time, we all know with Halo, anything can happen.
Yeah, we'll
Things
see.
can change so much from game to game.
We'll see, because now that we know it's a Slayer objective here, it's like that's the point, you know. Players can play a little bit differently, but We're on here with Shotzi, who just picked up the sniper over in Nest, as he's now looking to take some faces off.
Oh, yeah. Mr. 60-something average accuracy over here.
Yeah, get out, Shotzi. Come on.
Like, just... He's got the one-shot kill weapon in his hands. Oh, and so does Freckle with the shotgun, though. Oh, he's gonna get up and shot these face and take him down.
What a play. Also like to shout out, Hawk, I was on you at the beginning of the
Okay,
game.
there he goes.
Okay, we're okay.
There he goes. He's moving. We're good. All right, continue.
I was going to say, I was on board with Hawk at the beginning of the game, putting on some crucial shots to try and take out before the camo was burned, and then doing an amazing job taking out Shotzi. But Shotzi returns the favor and says, I'd like my sniper back, and he takes it.
Yep. With the back smack there, of all things, too. Just a one hit, bop, you're down.
Very upset there, now trying to get a nice little shot on Hawk as he peeks that corner.
Yep. Every time you see that sniper rifle, man, it puts a certain fear into you, and you gotta move. I've seen that sniper rifle completely empty, used to influence the end of a game in the pro level.
Oh, yeah.
Like, somebody had it in their hands, out of ammo, and all they did was scope in so that it would glint, and the team thrusted back real quick, exposing themselves on the radar, and they got collapsed on.
Great movement there by Shotzi to get away, but Dragon stays on his tail and is able to take the sniper. We're going to go on with him.
So right now, very, very close game, 12-10. Rain's still leading this, only by the 2 kills, though, right now. Alpha in a major fight here with Kurt. He's going to take him down.
Dragon gets a nice double, and now looks like they can collapse on these teammates. They don't see, I think, a member flanking around to the outside. Yeah, that's Alpha.
Kill game.
It is.
I think right now it's going to come down to who gets this next power-up. And that's really going to start pushing the score a little bit more in one way or the other. Is someone going to be able to get it and make use of it? Or is it going to be burned? As I'm saying that, Rain goes up on a 6-kill lead. Shots are going to get team naded by accident. And he's got to...
Yeah, Dragon had a tough...
Get his shield back.
Yeah, Dragon had a tough time there, sort of finding a good angle with that sniper. He gets taken down in basement, as we just saw. Look at how close-knit Rain is just sticking together. Catches Kirk completely unawares. Now turns around. Alpha takes out the head of Viral.
And the team shot out of Rain has just been such a... prominent factor in every game right now. Is that I don't think I've ever seen them just shooting one-on-one without some kind of teammate support right there to help take down that player that much faster.
Oh, exactly. If we're just bringing up the score sheet, 5-2, 5-5 assists. That's 17 assists for their 24 kills. That's amazing. Yeah,
definitely. So Rain right now definitely going to be a force to reckon with this season, just with their team shots, their rotation, and them sticking together. Dragon sees the one-shot player not going to be able to connect with that sniper, although that player is going to drop. He's going to be taken down with it as well. But that is 2 shots less that Rain's going to have with that sniper if they're able to pick it up.
And that was good. The Equinox just took down Rain. 3 or 4 dead there for a second.
Yeah, I saw that. That was definitely interesting. Definitely something they needed. But Chili right now with the shotgun in hand, he's going to take one down, but then get his dome ripped off by Dragon with the sniper. If you scattergun my player, I'm going to rip your face off.
Dragon not able to get that last kill on Trig as they spawn in bunker and move their way over to the basement where this action is happening. Shotzi takes out Freckled Hawk, and they go up by an 8-kill lead.
Rain right now in control of the camo and the shotgun.
Yeah, beautiful nades there coming out.
Not on the
Rain.
same player. Though, he does not have that combo. But they do have the camo and the shotgun both on their side. So...
controlling these power-ups, controlling the power weapons, and then using those to really control the map or win games.
Dictate the pace of the game and everything with those.
Exactly.
Right there is such a huge factor. We talk about it all the time and stuff, that it's so important to get on top of the timing of the power-ups that are on there, whether it be overshield or camo. You know the timing of the power weapons when they're coming up. The announcer calls that stuff out too. So you know when the power weapon's about to come up. It's just a matter of being able to slay your way over there. And as we reach the 30 or so kill mark, like I like to talk about all the time, you see one team will either start to really pull away or they'll start to falter off and the enemy team will make a comeback. But it seems like Rain right now, they just hit that mark and they're just running with it. They're starting to steamroll right now, 43-26.
10 seconds to sniper rifle.
Are we going to see a steak dinner here with not even letting them get to 30 kills?
Yeah, it's looking pretty likely. I mean, they're controlling this map again, like we said, just really now running free reign. And I imagine that the morale of Equinox is a little bit busted now, as there's only 4 kills left to go, and Equinox hasn't busted the 30 kill mark yet.
Yep. Man, I'd really like to be able to jump in there with Equinox right now to hear their comms, what they're saying to each other to try and boost themselves through this and come back or to do something. We don't have a listening setup at the moment. We will later on this season, everybody, but that's going to be game right there with
game.
that last camo player getting the kill. 50-29, 1 kill away, but is a steak dinner.
Whew.
So
Slightly.
great game though out of both teams. Great series out of both teams there. Definitely taking it all the way, going the distance to game number 5 in a best-of-5 series. Fortunately, Equinox is going to fall just short on the final game there, 50-29. Rain taking it. Alpha, I didn't get to see this. I don't know if you caught it on stream. Looks like he got a triple kill over there.
I don't believe he did, no.
Shots are going on a killing spree. So, man, 18 and 16 kills coming out of Alpha and Shotzi right there. They definitely were leading that team through that game. Yeah, Chili with the assist right there, 10 kills, putting in a good bit of damage right there, so helping out his teammates at the top of the leaderboard right there. Trig not going negative. He went even 0-0 on there. Doing his best to try and keep his deaths down. He was at the most on his team, but hey, sometimes it happens, that's going to be at least one person on the team is going to be that one stat kind of sticking out. But definitely don't take nothing away from him. He performed amazingly this game, this series. He had his moments where he stuck out and shone as well. So the support of that whole team supporting each other the way they do, it just works so well, and that showed in this best of 5.
Oh, it certainly did. And yeah, I mean, keeping your deaths down in game, keeping your deaths down, keeping as a body in a good position, like that's just as important sometimes as being the top slayer. Like you need a 4-man team, and so you got to have that down. And especially too when you're having a bad game and you say to yourself, "Oh, I'm not doing a lot of damage. My action's not that good." You listen to your team, you support them the best way you can, and you punch through it. And they did exactly that.
And looking over there on the Equinox side, Dragon had the 14 kills on his team, and he was really putting in the work there. Unfortunately, the rest of his team just kind of falling to the powerhouse of Rain there. 3, 5, and 7 on the kills there. Definitely not indicative of how these players can play or their skill level. That was just one of those games where things did not quite come together. Rain had their stuff locked in on that map and game type today, and just they played their game and they executed it to a T.
They did. Thank you to both the teams for playing. Thank you to all the viewers. Tomorrow, we have our next 2 games of this first week series. Again, a best of 5 as well. Tomorrow will be at 5 o'clock Eastern. Will be Lunatic Fringe versus Rain. And now in this one, we've got Ghost, Fire, Sleeper, Beasts playing in this one, so that'll be a best of 5, so make sure to tune in for that. We're definitely going to be casting that one. And then following it up immediately at 6 p.m. should be the Crazed versus Mind Boggling matchup. This one on the upper tier of our skill ranks here. Sleeper, Anchor, Beast, Trident. So that's going to be very fast play, very high level play as well, so make sure you come and stay tuned in for that.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely going to be looking forward to those 2 games tomorrow. Again, it's best of 5s that we're going to be doing. Do we have any other announcements or anything we need to do?
I don't think so. I think that's pretty much it. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Any feedback is always welcome. Again, follow Twitter, Instagram, join the Discord, get involved. Yeah, we're here to play some good Halo. So this was exciting. Thank you all so much, and thank you, Shink. And we'll be sure to get some listen-ins and maybe some interviews in the future. We're going to be working with these with these player cards and updating our graphics as best we can and kind of bring the best content and make sure everyone's informed as best as they can be as we kick off this season and really start to grow at MGE.
Yep, definitely. So, as Snow said, thank you all. Really appreciate everybody coming in, the follows, the viewership, anybody sharing it out on social medias. Greatly, greatly appreciated. And with all that information being shoved down your throat all at once, uh, we are going to be signing off here. So, on behalf of myself, Shinku Okami, Mr. Snow, and MG Eclipse, we're signing off until tomorrow. We will see y'all then. Have a good one.